Hello, on today's episode, I'm doing a long form video, which I know isn't as popular, but I figured it'd be kind of neat to do sort of an overview of my entire collection of katanas, or more specifically and accurately, uchi katanas. Now, two of these are, uh, well, they're all fairly cheap. I'm not gonna lie. They're all fairly cheap katanas. In fact, two of these are what in layman's terms would be considered Chinatanas, as in they're held together by a very thin bolt that runs the entire length of the handle. In fact, this one that I'm holding is a part of a set of three, and in fact, I believe on does it say it on the blade? Oh no, it's not this one that says it. It's this one here. Yeah, BK China, right on the blade. In fact, I know these, at least these two are held together by a very thin rod that runs through the length of the handle because, as you can tell by how poorly this is wrapped, I had to rewrap it myself as it came apart on me. I tried whacking a couple of things and just in my backyard, and the handle wrap started coming undone. The glue that held on this cap came off, and yeah, the whole thing unwrapped, and I had to kind of do it back together to the best of my abilities, which, as you can tell, aren't very good. Uh, I will say though one thing: the saya on all three of these, that being the scabbard, on all three is made out of wood. Um, Two of these, this one has, if it's not real race skin, it's, I think it is personally. It feels like it. It's two thin strips of material that seem to be hide running the length of it. So I do believe this one and the one that I have that really wouldn't be considered a Chinatana. This one, I do believe this is real race skin as well. Just seems to be. Um, all three, well, two of these I'm fairly certain. Well, I know this one is a cotton handle, but I'm also fairly certain this one is as well cotton. But this bottom one is nylon. Really, I should review each of these individually, so I'll go through it fairly quickly with what these are. This one came as a set of three. It came with a wakizashi and a tanto. Still have both of them. Haven't really hit anything with it. This is really more of a display piece. I mean, I know it don't really look that great, but it's really just kind of a display piece. Haven't tried cutting anything with it. Um, it does have a steel blade, kind of an interesting fake hamon, but I mean, it is sharp. Don't get me wrong. I hazard taking a swing at anything with it because it'll probably come apart. There's no real lore or story behind this one. Like, it's not meant to be from a movie or anything, I don't think. It does have a few different markings on the scabbard. You can see, I don't know what they mean. I never translated them. But yeah, it is what it is. Cheap Chinatana. Just kind of bought it because $30 you get three of them. It'd look good as a display piece. At least one thing I can say is the next two are a little more interesting. This one was actually sold as an example from the movie The Last Samurai, like the katana from that movie. It was actually my first full length katana. Um, it's all cast fittings, cheap Chinatana, has a pretty uniform wavy hamon. It's got some nonsense written on the blade. I tried translating it. Blade is fairly sharp. I mean, it's on the duller side, but it's got an edge to it. But yeah, it was cool. Still have it. Don't really ever intend on getting rid of it. But yeah, I mean, it kind of means a little bit to me because I did rewrap the entire handle myself. Actually learned to tie a sagio on this. Um, so yeah, it means a little bit to me. And lastly, perhaps the most interesting of them, this one. Fairly cheap. It's got a lacquered scabbard. You can pick it up for about $100. But I will say the sagio on this one is it's a lot firmer. It's a lot shorter. Um, the blade, while the hamon on it is fake, it is put together and assembled like a real Japanese sword. It does have, you can see one of the wooden pins poking out right there. It's got two of them in the handle. Uh, the scabbard is wood, and while it is lacquered, it is just a little bit nicer. Like it's nicer that you can actually see the wood on the end, opposed to the other two, which have a cheap metal fitting blocking you from seeing the wood. It also, I will note this, the um, the SEPA and oh, what are, can't remember the names, but the two little metal discs that go on either side of the blade are actually there. Like this is put together. You can see clearly the two wooden pins, but this is actually put together like a traditional katana. The handle comes off as a whole unit. Um, the Suba, I believe they're called SEPA. Maybe that's the SEPA. But yeah, it comes apart like an actual katana, full tang. Very nice piece. I actually, whoops, I actually caught a pretty bad bend in the blade, which tells me it's not hardened. But when I was trying to cut through a stick in my backyard, so the handle's kind of loose on this, like they all are, but I am thinking about buying a Yaito this year, so that should kind of make up for it when I save up a little more money, get my Balisong collection back. But yeah, overall, nice piece. But yeah, they don't make it anymore, at least, so there's that. But I like the blue handle, and oh yeah, it also has these two little pieces of metal that go into where it loops onto the actual scabbard or saya. And kind of while you've been seeing a lot of samurai type swords, I figure why not do my nunchucks too in the same video. My nunchucks. Part of my ever growing ninja weapon collection. Because I plan on adding quite a few different weapons that Ninja would have carried to my collection this year, including another set of nunchucks, hopefully. But yeah, metal chain, pretty riveted onto the wooden handles. One rivet all the way through. Fitment's not the greatest on these. They're not made they're not made to super exacting standards, but as good training instruments, they're not terrible. But yeah, that's pretty much it.